Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing an unboxing of OnlyOneOf's Point.Jump album. I have both versions, both the white and the black. I like how they kept the version name simple because half the time I forget them and I just want to call them A, B, C, and D. Since so many groups are coming back with 4 different versions, thanks. My pocketbook really thanks you. Anywho, I had to cut a clip out because unlike most of the other albums that I've ever unboxed, these had the photo cards and transparent photo card right on top. You didn't have to even search for them, which I mean it takes away some of the surprise, but at least you know you got both of them. As you will have noticed, in the white version, it didn't happen in the black version, but in the white version the CD plate was not attached. The little foam piece that sticks down to the back of the album case had not sealed properly, and when I went back to fix it later after the unboxing, it was stuck on there just fine, but it was just bouncing around loose in there for I don't know how long. The CD looks fine. I love that the lyric book is an accordion style one. I actually really enjoy this style of it because it's something you can take out, and I don't know, I'm a very hands-on kind of person, so I like that you can flip through it and there's like more to see than just a couple pages in the back of a book. I would like to add that, as you might have noticed, I am super late and super new to this group. I randomly found it on YouTube through a recommendation. They're MV of Savannah, and I instantly fell in love with it. And when I searched them up, I found out that they had already put out an album in May, and of course I'm late as usual, so I went ahead and ordered it, and then I had to wait. But I just absolutely love Savannah. It has nothing to do with the fact that at first I misheard lyrics on it, so I thought they were saying cuss words, but I mean, I would have been alright with it. K netizens might not have been, but I would have been. So, like the line, I don't give a shake what they think about us. You can guess probably that I thought it said something else. Also, another line that made me think that they were cursing was, "You're like a beach from Savannah." I didn't hear beach, just being honest. So anyhow, after I found Savannah, I had to go look up the group and find out more about them, and I was happy to know that even though I was late for finding them, I actually was kind of on the new train since they just debuted in May, so happy for that. So I haven't found a bias. I'm kind of leaning towards like 2. I'm so greedy. I used to only allow myself 1 bias, but lately it's getting to be a little much. Anyhow, but I don't know. I'll just have to let things take their natural course because I don't like to force it. I like to choose naturally, like through watching clips more so than like reading their bios and saying like, oh well, I like this one or I like that one because they fit my personality choices or stuff like that. In the white version, I got 9 for the photo card. And I got him also for the transparent card. I didn't think I showed him off well enough the first time, so I had to show him again. And now for the black version. In each of my album unboxings, I've started doing a list of the tracks in order of my preference from the one I like the most to the one I like the least. Not meaning that I hated any or didn't like any, just the one that I liked the least off the album. So that's what I'm going to talk about now. Savannah, of course, was one of the 2 title tracks that was released, along with Brainwork. Time Leap. Sorry about that. Um, and it is my favorite. It's the one that got me into the group. I loved it the first time I heard it, which is unusual for me because I'm definitely one of those people that have to listen to songs more than once to really let it settle, if you will. So that was my first choice. I I just feel like it's the soundtrack to my vacation, if you know what I mean. It's kind of like all the vibes of the. It's what I would like my vacation to soundtrack to be. So the next song off the album that I would pick for number 2 is Picasso. And it's kind of funny because once I listened to that, I got the Picasso piccolo stuck in my head. So it's kind of weird, but I definitely enjoyed the song. Actually, all the songs on the album I enjoyed. This album did not have any that I didn't like. I liked all of them in their own certain ways. Just of course, ones I liked more. Coming in third place is Blossom with their Blossom, Blossom, Blossom. Yeah, yeah. Um, just a cute little song. Kind of actually, I know you're not supposed to compare, but it kind of reminded me of the Boys' Bloom Bloom. Bloom, bloom, pow. I'm just saying, it kind of did. Then, in the fourth song, had Fragile. I really loved the flows of the rapping, and then, like, how they layered the rapping with the vocals and then back and forth, like they're having conversation with each other. It wasn't, like, necessarily rap verse then singing, then rap verse then singing. It was like rap sing, rap sing, rap sing. And I just thought that was an amazing combination that I wish more people would do, but I mean, I really liked the song. And then 5 is Only One of You. It's probably lower on the list because it's more of a slow song, which is always lower for me. But it had definitely amazing vocals, and I like the message behind it because, there's only one of me, just saying. And then 6 would be Time Leap, which is kind of strange because it was one of the title tracks, but it didn't resonate with me as much as the other songs, and of course, slower song. It is more emotional, but as I was listening to it, there's a sound in the background. It kind of sounds a little bit like a reverberated water drop, and I just found myself always looking for this sound, and I loved it every time I heard it, and I don't know what it is, and I'm not going to try and recreate the noise because that would be god-awful. So, this is where I noticed that some of the pictures are the same. As I was flipping through the last of the book, I realized that some of them look very similar or like exact as they did in the white version, and I was hoping there's been a string of albums lately, like both versions of the album will be the same or only like half of the album will be different, and it kind of makes me sad because why are you collecting both versions of an album if the pictures are going to be the same? They didn't do that for this album. Only some of them were the same, and they weren't like 100% the same. Like, they flipped like the colors around them and stuff. As you can see, I was like, oh, please don't do that to me. I guess what I'm just trying to say, you want to stand them and give them your money, but at the same time, you hope that they can give you something maybe worth your money, because most of us don't have money to just throw at useless things. And some would argue that albums are useless, but I don't feel that way. So anyhow, I was super happy that these albums were not that way. I would have, of course, kept one of them, picked my favorite, and then got rid of the other, but since they didn't make them the same, then I didn't feel the need to. And actually, it would have only been the last half, because all of the pictures in the first half, like for each of the members, was different. So I probably would have kept both of these albums anyway. But it still would have made me sad. Made me sad a little bit, even though it was just the few that it was. Something I don't look forward to in the future, because I hope this does not become the standard. For the black version, I ended up getting KB for the transparent card. And I got another 9 for the photo card, and it is actually not the same one. Of course, there's 2 separate versions for the black and the white, but it's different just slightly. I had to really focus on the differences because I thought it was the same. It is amazing what just the tilt of the head will do for this. That's all he did, was lean his head back for one of these selfies. And you can just barely see it, like, in the amount of clothes hanger showing and, like, the shadow of his neck and stuff. So, I mean, really close. That was my unboxing of OnlyOneOf, both the white and the black version. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Have a wonderful day, and bye.